Nature's fury has left an indelible mark on our planet, reminding us of its raw power. From the towering mountains that cradle the earth to the raging rivers that carve their paths, these landscapes have witnessed unimaginable destruction. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake claimed thousands of lives, while the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami swept entire communities into the depths. Hurricanes like Katrina and Maria unleashed chaos on cities, leaving devastation in their wake. Each disaster tells a story of resilience and loss, shaping the course of history. As we delve into these events, we confront the reality of nature's might and the fragility of human existence. Natural disasters have shaped our world in profound ways, leaving indelible marks on both landscapes and lives. Imagine the ground trembling beneath your feet during an ancient earthquake, or the relentless waves of a modern tsunami crashing onto shores, erasing entire communities in moments. Each disaster tells a story, not just of destruction, but of resilience. Behind the staggering numbers of lives lost are tales of survival, courage, and the human spirit's ability to rise from the ashes. From the catastrophic eruptions of volcanoes to the devastating floods that reshape entire regions, these events remind us of nature's power and our vulnerability. Each statistic represents a life, a family, a community forever changed. On March 11, 2011, Japan faced an unimaginable catastrophe. A powerful 9.0 magnitude earthquake struck off its coast, triggering a tsunami that engulfed entire towns in mere minutes. The sheer force of the waves was devastating, claiming over 19,700 lives and leaving countless families shattered. But the impact didn't stop there. The disaster led to the Fukushima nuclear meltdown, releasing radioactive materials and forever altering the landscape of disaster response. This event stands as one of the costliest natural disasters in history, a stark reminder of nature's fury and the fragility of human life. Countdown number 19. In 1976, Tangshan earthquake in China. In just 23 seconds, the vibrant city of Tangshan was transformed into a scene of unimaginable devastation. A 7.6 magnitude earthquake struck, claiming over 242,000 lives and leaving countless others grappling with loss. The streets that once buzzed with life were reduced to rubble, and survivors faced a harsh reality with minimal aid. Families were torn apart, and communities shattered. Yet, amidst the despair, stories of resilience emerged. People banded together, sharing what little they had, determined to rebuild their lives from the ashes. The Tangshan earthquake was not just a disaster, it was a testament to the human spirit's strength in the face of overwhelming adversity. Antioch, a jewel of the Byzantine Empire, once thrived with life and culture. But in an instant, everything changed. A colossal earthquake struck, shaking the very foundations of this magnificent city. The ground trembled, buildings crumbled, and chaos erupted. As if that wasn't enough, raging fires ignited in the aftermath, consuming what little remained. The toll was staggering, an estimated 250,000 lives lost in a matter of moments. The streets, once bustling with merchants and scholars, became silent, haunted by the echoes of a vibrant past. Antioch's beauty was reduced to ruins, a poignant reminder of nature's devastating power. Countdown 17. The Gansu earthquake struck with a ferocity that changed lives forever. With a staggering magnitude of 7.8, it unleashed devastation across Ningxia province. Entire regions were obliterated, and the earth itself seemed to roar as landslides buried villages under tons of rubble. In the aftermath, the human toll was unimaginable, approximately 273,000 lives lost. Families were torn apart, and communities shattered in an instant. This tragedy serves as a haunting reminder of nature's power and the fragility of our existence. The scars of that day remain etched in the hearts of survivors, a testament to resilience in the face of overwhelming loss. Down to number 17. This deadly cyclone struck Calcutta, killing nearly 300,000 people. Storm surges inundated the city, while the lack of infrastructure magnified the death toll. In 1737, Calcutta faced one of its deadliest natural disasters. A ferocious cyclone swept through the region, claiming nearly 300,000 lives. Imagine storm surges crashing over the city, inundating homes and streets, while the absence of proper infrastructure turned a natural calamity into a humanitarian crisis. The winds howled, uprooting trees and tearing roofs from buildings, as the relentless rain transformed the landscape into a chaotic sea. The devastation was unimaginable, leaving families shattered and communities in ruins. This tragic event not only highlighted the vulnerability of coastal cities, but also underscored the urgent need for better preparedness against nature's fury. In January 2010, Haiti was struck by a devastating earthquake that claimed over 220,000 lives. The landscape of Port-au-Prince transformed overnight. Buildings that once stood proud crumbled like sandcastles. The aftermath revealed a heartbreaking reality. Survivors faced dire shortages of food, clean water, and medical aid. Families were torn apart, and the streets became a maze of rubble and despair. Yet, amidst the chaos, stories of resilience emerged. Communities banded together, risking their lives to rescue the trapped and provide comfort to the grieving. This tragedy not only highlighted the fragility of infrastructure in impoverished nations, but also the unyielding spirit of humanity in the face of unimaginable loss. Number 13, India Cyclone in 1839. This cyclone wreaked havoc along the Coringa coastline. With over 300,000 fatalities, it remains one of the most destructive tropical storms in history. The year was 1839, and the Coringa coastline faced a relentless fury. Imagine entire villages, once vibrant with life, reduced to ruins by the monstrous storm surges. This cyclone didn't just bring wind and rain, it unleashed chaos, claiming over 300,000 lives. The destruction was so profound that it etched itself into history as one of the deadliest tropical storms ever recorded. The aftermath left families shattered and communities in despair, a stark reminder of nature's overwhelming power. The echoes of that day still resonate, urging us to respect the forces that shape our world. In 1883, the eruption of Krakatoa was a cataclysmic event that reshaped our planet. Imagine a force so powerful it unleashed tsunamis, drowning 36,000 people in mere moments. The sky turned dark as ash spread across the globe, blocking sunlight and plunging temperatures. Crops failed, leading to food shortages and famine in distant lands. This wasn't just a local disaster, it was a global phenomenon. The eruption's impact was felt for years, altering weather patterns and leaving a mark on history. Krakatoa serves as a stark reminder of nature's might and the interconnectedness of our world. The Bola cyclone of 1970 was a catastrophic event that forever changed the landscape of Bangladesh. Imagine a storm so powerful that it swept away entire villages, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. Up to 1 million lives were lost, families torn apart in mere moments. The storm surged over the coast, drowning homes and hopes alike. Survivors tell haunting tales of that night, how the winds howled like a beast and the waters rose like a vengeful tide. The aftermath was a landscape of despair, but it also ignited a spirit of resilience among the people. This tragedy led to significant changes in disaster preparedness, shaping the future of cyclone response in Bangladesh. The Bola cyclone remains a stark reminder of nature's fury and the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. On December 26, 2004, a colossal 9.1 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Sumatra, unleashing a tsunami that would forever change the lives of millions. Waves reaching up to 100 feet crashed into coastlines across 14 countries, from Thailand's idyllic beaches to the bustling shores of Sri Lanka and Indonesia. The sheer force of nature was unimaginable. Over 230,000 lives were lost, families shattered, and entire communities wiped off the map in mere minutes. This disaster serves as a stark reminder of the relentless power of our planet and the fragility of human existence. The ocean, both beautiful and terrifying, can transform in an instant, leaving us to reckon with the aftermath of its fury. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia, unleashing one of the most powerful volcanic explosions in recorded history. This cataclysm sent ash and sulfur dioxide high into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and plunging global temperatures. The following year, 1816, became known as the year without a summer. Crops failed across Europe and North America, leading to food shortages and widespread famine. Imagine a summer where snow fell in June and frost gripped the fields in August. This eruption not only reshaped landscapes but also altered weather patterns, reminding us of nature's immense power and its ability to impact human lives on a global scale. The Tambora eruption serves as a stark reminder of our planet's volatile beauty and the interconnectedness of climate and civilization. In the early hours of May 31, 1935, a devastating 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck Quetta, Pakistan. The ground shook violently, and within moments, over 60,000 lives were lost. Buildings crumbled, homes were reduced to rubble, and the vibrant city was transformed into a scene of despair. Survivors emerged from the wreckage, facing a harsh reality: many had lost everything. The recovery process was agonizingly slow, as the community grappled with grief and the daunting task of rebuilding. This tragedy not only reshaped the landscape of Quetta, but also left an indelible mark on the hearts of its people, a reminder of nature's immense power and the resilience of the human spirit. The 2008 Sichuan earthquake struck with a devastating force, registering at 7.9 on the Richter scale. In just a matter of minutes, entire towns were reduced to rubble, and over 87,000 lives were lost, including countless children trapped in their classrooms. The tragedy exposed the dire consequences of poorly constructed buildings, as many schools crumbled under the pressure. Rescue teams worked tirelessly, digging through the debris, hoping to find survivors. The heart-wrenching scenes of grieving families searching for their loved ones are etched in our memories. This disaster not only reshaped the landscape of Sichuan, but also ignited a national conversation about building safety and disaster preparedness. The resilience of the survivors and the solidarity shown by communities worldwide remind us of the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable loss. The 1556 Shaanxi earthquake stands as the deadliest in recorded history, a catastrophic event that took the lives of approximately 830,000 people. Imagine the landscape of Shaanxi province, where entire communities lived in cave dwellings, carved into the soft lush soil. When the ground shook violently, these homes crumbled, burying families and livelihoods beneath the rubble. The sheer scale of destruction was unimaginable. Entire towns vanished in moments, leaving behind only echoes of lives once lived. This disaster not only reshaped the geography but also the very fabric of society in the region, marking a tragic chapter in human history. The lessons learned from this calamity continue to resonate today, reminding us of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. The 1887 Yellow River flood stands as one of the deadliest natural disasters in history. Imagine a river, once a lifeline, turning into a harbinger of devastation. When the Yellow River breached its banks, it unleashed a torrent that swept through towns and villages, displacing millions. The sheer scale of the tragedy is staggering. Estimates suggest that between 900,000 and 2 million lives were lost. Families were torn apart, entire communities vanished, and the landscape was forever altered. This catastrophic event not only reshaped the physical terrain but also left a profound mark on the collective memory of China, reminding us of nature's immense power and the fragility of human existence. This catastrophic event, caused by heavy monsoons, remains the deadliest natural disaster, killing an estimated 1 to 4 million people. In the summer of 1931, China faced an unimaginable catastrophe. Torrential monsoons unleashed relentless rains, overwhelming rivers, and submerging entire villages. The devastation was staggering, with estimates of 1 to 4 million lives lost. Families were torn apart, and communities vanished beneath the floodwaters. Survivors spoke of desperate struggles, clinging to rooftops and trees, hoping for rescue. The sheer scale of this disaster reshaped the landscape and left scars that would last for generations. It serves as a haunting reminder of nature's power and the fragility of human life in the face of such overwhelming forces. Number 4, Peshtigo, Wisconsin, 1871, a night that would forever be etched in the annals of American history. On October 8th, as the Great Chicago Fire raged to the south, an even deadlier inferno consumed Peshtigo. The town, nestled by the Peshtigo River, was caught off guard. A combination of dry conditions, strong winds, and a series of small fires ignited a catastrophic blaze that swept through the area at an astonishing speed. In mere moments, the flames engulfed homes, forests, and lives. People fled in panic, seeking refuge in the river, but the fire was relentless. It created its own weather, with fire tornadoes spiraling into the sky. By dawn, the devastation was unimaginable: over 1,200 lives lost, entire communities obliterated, and a landscape transformed into ashes. What's haunting is that this tragedy was overshadowed by the Chicago fire, leaving Peshtigo largely forgotten. Yet, it stands as a stark reminder of nature's fury and the fragility of human existence. The Peshtigo fire remains the deadliest in U.S. history, a tale of survival, loss, and resilience that deserves to be remembered. In 1989, Bangladesh faced one of its most devastating natural disasters, a catastrophic cyclone that struck the coastal regions with ferocious winds and torrential rains. This cyclone, known as Cyclone 05B, made landfall on May 24, packing winds of up to 160 kilometers per hour. It wreaked havoc, displacing millions and claiming thousands of lives. Entire villages were submerged, and the agricultural landscape was left in ruins. The aftermath was a humanitarian crisis, with survivors struggling for food, clean water, and shelter. Yet, amidst the chaos, the resilience of the Bangladeshi people shone through. Communities banded together, rebuilding their lives and homes, showcasing an incredible spirit of solidarity. This disaster not only highlighted the vulnerability of the region but also sparked significant advancements in disaster preparedness and response, shaping policies that would save countless lives in the years to come. The Yangtze River flood of 1931 was one of the deadliest natural disasters in history. Over the course of just a few months, relentless rain transformed the river into a monstrous torrent, submerging vast areas of central China. An estimated 1 to 4 million people lost their lives, and millions more were displaced. The floodwaters swallowed entire towns, turning homes into debris and farmland into wasteland. The impact was catastrophic, not just in loss of life, but also economically. Crops were destroyed, leading to famine and suffering that lasted for years. The government's response was slow and inadequate, leading to widespread criticism. This disaster reshaped policies around flood control and disaster management in China, highlighting the need for better infrastructure. The 1931 flood remains a haunting reminder of nature's power and the fragility of human life in the face of such overwhelming forces. The Great Galveston Storm of 1900 was a catastrophic hurricane that struck the Texas coast, forever altering the city of Galveston. On September 8, the storm unleashed winds exceeding 130 miles per hour, causing a storm surge that inundated the island. In just a few hours, over 8,000 lives were lost, making it the deadliest natural disaster in U.S. history. The devastation was unimaginable: homes were swept away, and the city was left in ruins. In the aftermath, Galveston rebuilt, raising its elevation and constructing a seawall to protect against future storms. This tragedy not only reshaped the landscape but also sparked advancements in meteorology and disaster preparedness. The legacy of the Great Galveston Storm serves as a poignant reminder of nature's power and the resilience of communities in the face of adversity.